Welcome to another great episode of the Smooth Business Growth Podcast, where we share 15 minutes of fast-paced, pure marketing strategies proven to move the needle in your business. So I'm your host and Captain Lindsay Phillips. I am the founder of Smooth Sailing Business Growth, where we help busy entrepreneurs attract and convert customers faster through powerful and consistent content marketing. In fact, if you go to smoothbusinessgrowth.com, you can download your social media roadmap to help you do just that. And I hope you guys are ready for some high energy because we are chatting with Media Maverick TeeJ Mercer. She is a rock star, man. She is one of Hollywood's most sought after TV editors, working on ABC and NBC, HGTV, like amazing shows, worked with Kevin Hart on some movies. She is the coolest chick. And she's going to share with us today how we can pimp our PR, baby. So let's set sail. Welcome aboard, TeeJ. Woohoo!
Wait, Lindsay. Wait, see, I travel with my own applause. Can you hear that? I travel with my own applause.
Okay.
You have to clap for yourself sometimes.
Woohoo! So true, man. You got to be your own cheerleader.
But thanks for letting me come play. I really appreciate it.
You bet. No, you've got some great energy. Your street cred, as you put it, is unbelievable. And you just have some really great insight. And I mean, getting on MSN and CBC, NBC, all those things, all those websites and stuff, that's one thing. But getting on national TV, I mean, it seems so unattainable for most entrepreneurs that they don't even consider it.
Right.
Why does it feel so out of reach for us?
Because you look at it, as a whole world away. And like I usually like to tell people, I want to bust 4 myths. And the time that I get to play with you, let me just bust 4 myths wide open. Number 1, in order to get media exposure, you don't need to have a publicist. Myth number 2, you do not need to be a celebrity. Myth number 3, you do not need to have a huge following. And number 4, you do not need tons of insider connections because you're listening to the one insider connection you need, baby.
Ooh.
So media coverage is definitely in your wheelhouse if you're listening to Miss Lindsay here.
Awesome. That's good to know because I think that's the total limiting beliefs that we have, right?
Yep. And I get it all the time.
Yeah.
But if you're strategic and you are persistent and tenacious, I have clients that have worked with me for 4 weeks and already booked herself on ABC and Fox. She booked herself. That is my sweet spot. Listen, I tell people all the time, I suck at a lot of things, but media ain't one.
No, you got it dialed in, girl. Before we even think about being considered for TV media, is there like certain groundwork we need to lay down or certain assets that we do need to have in place?
You first need to have, let me establish the mindset, because one of the things about me is I'm not really interested in making celebrities. So anything that I do, I teach you to serve first. So your first mindset to be effective in media is to go with a serve mentality, not promote. In Media Maverick land, promote is a 4-letter word. But you look at how can you serve the audience. So when you're looking at how you can serve, the groundwork you need is, do you know what the problem is that viewers need to hear about? Do you have the solution to that problem? Is that solution in a book? Is that solution in your coaching program? Is that solution in your product? Mm-hmm. At the very least, you have to contribute to the segment. No producer, no different than you, Lindsay. Yeah. You're not interested in me coming on your podcast and just taking over the platform to just promote myself. Your first goal is to bring value to the people who are going to be dialing into you. So I know I show up to serve your audience. And I asked that when we first met at the event. What was it? Dreammakers Academy.
Yeah.
That was the first thing I asked you. What does your audience need to know from me?
Yeah.
I'm coming with that mindset. So once I have that establishment, then you need to have your street cred, your credentials. What makes you the expert? Is it because you have a PhD in this? Is it because this is a subject matter you've studied extensively? Is this a subject matter that you have, years of expertise? And when I say years, I'm looking at 2 to 3 years. Mm-hmm. But something that actually ties you to, when that producer puts you on, they know that viewer is getting valuable information.
Yeah. Perfect. I mean, even just your energy makes me feel like it's possible. So, I mean, what can this type of media even do for your business? I mean, obviously, it kind of does make you look like a celebrity. But, I mean, business-wise, what's the impact?
Nothing gives you that immediate credibility, that immediate authority, that immediate instant authority, visibility, and credibility than you being seen on ABC, NBC, CBS, and Fox. Nothing.
Yeah.
The minute that viewer hits your website, or that potential client hits your website and they see Lindsay Phillips has been featured on ABC, NBC, CBS, and Fox, they already experiencing you differently. So even when you go to my website, the first thing you're going to hit on my website, I'm going to slap the hell out of you with my logo.
And you do. And it looks awesome.
Because I want you to know I am the real deal. I don't play when it comes to this space. Mm-hmm. I have been vetted and have receipts to back up that I have clients on ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, Dr. Oz, Steve Harvey, Working Woman, Forbes, Entrepreneur. Like my Mavericks are all over the place. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to slap you with them when you hit my site. So as you experience my site, you are clear. TeeJ is not to be played with in this space.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, it definitely commands attention. And I think it builds that instant trust, right?
Exactly. And then when you shore that up with the logos, when you shore that up with, then you pair it up with you, they're actually seeing the video of you doing your thing. Baby, that's all she wrote.
Awesome. All right, now let's cut to the chase here. What is one thing we can do right now to get media attention?
I love this. So it is, I'm telling you, listen, get closer to your speaker because I'm telling you, you're not going to want to miss this. It is a process called newsjacking. Newsjacking is not a term created by TeeJ. I'm beast enough in my own lane that I don't have to take people's stuff. So I'm going to give credit where credit is due. It's a term coined by David Meerman Scott. But newsjacking is the art of hijacking a current event, a social media trend, something, hijacking it for your brand and you making noise about it. Now, let me give you a practical example of what that looks like.
Perfect.
So one of my clients is a hair loss expert, okay? So she's committed to helping women who are losing their hair for whatever reason to stop it, to restore it, just to actually restore their beauty. So when the Black Panther movie came out, and this is not a spoiler, but when the Black Panther movie came out, the beautiful bald head Black women that were the warriors.
Yeah.
There is a scene, I don't know if you've seen it, Lindsay, but have you seen it? Okay, so there's a scene, it's not a spoiler really. There's a scene where the bald head warrior puts on a very straight wig because she's going into a European environment and she needs to blend in.
Right.
However, some stuff pops off. Girlfriend gets in a battle. She rips that wig off. I took that scene and I wrote a pitch that started off with Wakanda warriors are ripping their wigs off by choice, but 46 million women wear wigs by force. That one pitch that I fired off landed my client an invite on ABC, NBC, CBS, and Fox in different cities. That one pitch.
That's amazing.
Newsjacking is that thing that you don't even, if you write about, I've had a client, one of my Media Mavericks Masters clients, which is my DIY program, she's an MD. She had a publicist for 4 months, Lindsay, didn't do any media. Publicist didn't book her at all. She took my class and in 2 weeks, she booked herself 6 times. She newsjacked the flu. She went on a rant on her Facebook page, because she was tired of the misinformation.
Yeah.
She had accurate information. Not only did that post get shared 50,000 times,
Whew.
over 50,000, because we only could track the shares that came directly from her page, but her website was hit 10,000 times in one day. And that opened up the possibility of all these other things that she's doing. News jacking works. It is the one thing that can explode you immediately. I can give you example after example, but if you go to iamanoisemaker.com, I've written a free guide that breaks it down to the nth degree, and you will understand it. I give examples of different lanes of genius that the different clients are in, so that you can see how news jacking can work for your business, your book, or your.
Yeah, because sometimes, I mean, it's hard to picture it in your own life, your own business, your own sphere. But when you give examples, it's like, okay, it makes it more real and more attainable, right?
Yep. Like one of my clients, she newsjacked the shooting from the white kid who went in South Carolina, who went and shot up the church and killed 9 Black people.
Yeah.
She newsjacked that to talk about race. She ended up doing ABC, NBC, CBS, and Fox, and then Google came knocking.
Wow.
And now she's working with Google. So when you ask me, what can media do?
Yeah. Holy crap. That's crazy. So what would you say then for listeners that are totally hyped now and digging the idea of this, and that just even opening those doors, what are some of the first steps that we need to take to get started to achieve this kind of media attention?
Okay, so I gave you the first one, newsjacking. That's the first thing. But here's the thing. Everybody, I love that question, Lindsay. Thank you for asking. So typically when people come to me, they're dreaming of national. They want to be on the MSNBC, they want to be on the CNN, they want to be on the Good Morning America, the Today shows. They want to be on the big shows. But to be honest with you, I got to get you to dream national, but I need you to act local. Let me explain what that means. So ABC, Good Morning America. Right? It feeds right into Good Morning America. But in every city across the country, there is an ABC affiliate. You want to start booking yourself on these local affiliates because these national shows rarely will have a first-time expert who has never done anything local. I'm telling you, I pitch one of my clients for a national show. The very first response back, apparently I wrote a darn good pitch because I got a response back. Her response back was, has she done any other markets?
Right.
Because she was my client, she did, and I was able to send those clips off. So while you are dreaming national, and I want you to dream, but I need you to be in action on the local level, and so that you can get used to handling a segment, because TV is only 3 to 5 minutes. So you've got 3 to 5 minutes to make an impression enough to get that viewer back to your website.
That makes sense. And so is there a right way and a wrong way to pitch?
Don't promote. Do not send a pitch offer to a producer and say, hey, I'd like to come talk to your audience about my brand new book, Basket Weaving for Shrimp. And they're going to be like, excuse me? No, we're not handing you our platforms for you to just come promote your book. But if you wrote a pitch that was like, how shrimp, how using basket weaving and shrimp together has saved, thousands of lives. Then there's something more provocative that they can, pitch to their audience or show their audience that, oh, wow, okay, wait, that's kind of provocative. I'm not sure I would ever put shrimp and basket weaving together, but let's see how this works. So, when I'm talking about my domestic violence, I'm a domestic violence survivor. And when I want to talk about my third book, The Six-Figure Battered Wife, I send out a pitch on how to tell you're sleeping next to crazy. So you see how that made a provocative pitch.
Yeah, if you have an angle.
I'm serving. I want to give the viewers five pieces of criteria that actually they can identify, is this happening to me? So when you are crafting your pitch, you have to think about WIIFTV, TLTR. What's in it for the viewer? What's in it for the listener? What's in it for the reader? Yeah,
so true. And that ties into serving, right? Just what you said at the beginning.
I am all about serving. Listen, fame is a byproduct of you being effective.
Yeah.
You're effective enough, you're going to be a celebrity, but you're going to be a celebrity for the right reasons.
Right.
You'll be a celebrity because you're helping people. You have a heart to help people. I'm not interested in a bunch of celebrities that, oh, look at me, look at me. No. How can you make our world better? I spent 20 years working on some of the biggest shows on television. There's no way in hell I want to take any of that expertise and help build celebrities. Don't want to do it.
Right. That makes sense. And and as an entrepreneur, we're so passionate about what it is that we do, that we want to share it, we want to help people, and that needs to come across, right? And people are human, whether they're a news, TV, media, whatever it may be. We all want to connect on that human level.
Yep. I love, and that's one of the things I also teach in my Media Maverick Masters is when you show up for an interview, Lindsay, you met me. So am I any different in this interview than I was when you met me?
No, just brighter.
Exactly. I always show up to an interview who I am. So one thing I teach all my clients, do not show up to an interview being who you think they want you to be. Show up being who you are.
So true.
And so when you do, I don't care if it's a podcast, I don't care if it's a radio interview, if it's a telephone call that's going to be translated into print, you are always going to show up being fully and authentically you. I live on a 10. It's very seldom you will see me at less than a 7. If I'm less than a 7, I'm not leaving the house and I'm not talking to anybody till I can get back to my 8, 9, or 10.
Yeah.
So every interview that I do, this is who you're going to get.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. And that's how people are going to connect with you, by being your authentic self. And, you're not going to be able to be successful if you're being something, that you're not.
Don't want any part of doing any kind of media that won't let me be TeeJ.
Love it. Well, you have given us some amazing tips. I hope that you have inspired a ton of listeners to think about TV media, that it's not out of reach. And I know clearly you were talking about your DIY program and your Media Mavericks. Where can they find information on how you can help?
Just start at IamANoisemaker.com. I'm coming into the relationship giving. So go to IamANoisemaker.com, start learning about newsjacking, and then that will lead you to me if you decide you need to get some more TeeJ in your life on a different level. But start at IamANoisemaker.com so that you can really grasp what's possible for your business.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much. I mean, this 50-minute goes by fast. So thank you so much for bringing your energy and your inspiration and sharing how we need to pimp our PR.
It is my delight and joy, Miss Lindsay. Thank you for letting me come play.
Awesome. So folks, if you're looking to achieve faster growth through content marketing, whether it's blogs, videos, podcasts, or sales funnels, look no further than smoothbusinessgrowth.com. So have a profitable and productive week, and may the winds always be at your back.